everyone, Serena Starlight Witch here. I hope everyone is doing well. So today I am doing a relationship blockbuster spell. So just to let you know, this is probably going to be a 2-part video, maybe even a 3-part video. It's going to be kind of long. If you don't know this, I have said this before, it takes me like all day just to do one spell. I can't record all day, but I'm going to explain a lot in this video. So the 2 reasons why I wanted to record this today. So I'm doing a relationship blockbuster spell for a client, for someone who wanted this done. So I want to show you guys that you can do a relationship blockbuster spell. It's not something a lot of people do, and a lot of people don't know how to do them. So I decided to record this today so you can get an idea of how to do a relationship blockbuster spell. I hope you guys can see okay. I do not like this tripod. Anyway, the main reason why I wanted to record this is because a lot of people are doing spells incorrectly. They're just throwing some shit together and hoping and praying that it works. You know, there's a lot of scammers right now. There's a lot of practitioners, you know, not really trying for their clients or their customers. They're just slopping some crap together like they're making beef stew or something. Like, they're not doing it correctly. But there's also, you know, a lot of people who are trying to learn witchcraft, and they don't understand the energy part of it. I mean, magic is work, guys. It is work. Okay, it's going to take me all day to finish this crap. And there's probably going to be 2 parts. Because I do have to do something about an hour and a half, actually sooner. So I'm probably going to have to do a 2-part video, maybe even a 3-part. It's going to be a long day. So I wanted to show you guys, and I probably shouldn't do this because I'm going to be showing you how I cast my spells, how I do it. Let me tell you, I'm getting a little bit excited here. Let me calm down so you can understand me. My spells are very powerful because I put the work in, I put the effort in it. I don't just rush it. I'm not sloppy. I'm not messy. I do it right. That's another reason why my spells are so expensive. They're not cheap. I charge hundreds of dollars for my spells. I use a crap ton of ingredients. I do all kinds of crap. I just don't even feel like going into that. But I'm going to show you and explain to you how to do energy manipulation. I'm going to, hopefully I don't forget nothing. Knowing me, and just letting you know, this is going to be a sloppy, messy video. I'm going to do my best. I'm not a professional here when it comes to making videos. A little bit unorganized. I'm messy. I'm probably going to forget things. I do have a notebook that I'm going to be looking at and making notes in. That's important that you make notes on your spell work. So I do apologize if this is going to be a little bit all over the place, because it probably is going to be a little bit all over the place. But I'm going to basically be teaching you step by step how to do a spell. The energy part of it, the energy work of it, and this is stuff that you have to do. I mean, you will find your own way of doing spells. You know, everyone is different. Everyone has their own special gifts and abilities and spirits that they work with. Everyone is different and unique. But it doesn't change the fact that you have to do energy work. So basically, I'm going to be showing you how to do energy work, how to power a spell, because most people are just throwing some shit together and they're lighting a candle and hope it works. You know, I see a lot of people on TikTok, you know, doing a spell, but they're not doing the energy work. You know, like you'll see videos where people are just, what is that one TikTok trend where they're like, I want to go to bed, and their candle is taking forever to burn? You've probably seen that trend on TikTok where they're like, I want to go to bed, but their candle is still burning forever. It's burning because you're not doing the energy work. That's why it's taking so long to burn. It needs more energy. You're not supposed to just stare at your spell. You got to, you know, do the energy work. The ingredients and even the spirits can't do it all for you. They can't. Okay, I'm making sure that still records. I hope and pray to God this video does not stop, because I am not doing this again. This is not going to be an easy video to do. And again, I'm probably going to have to like do this in different parts as well. And I hope you can see this okay. I don't really have a good camera right now, and this tripod sucks. Okay, again, I'm going to be showing you step by step of how I do my spells. This is how I do my spells for myself, for my clients. This is how you actually do magic. But like I said, you're going to find, you know, what works for you, yada yada. Everyone's a bit different. So, let me catch my breath here. I'm trying to explain things fast. So, the first thing is that you have to cleanse. No way around it. You have to cleanse. You have to. You can't be lazy and just get right into it. You have to clean up and cleanse. I hope you guys can see me. I think you can. So, you have to cleanse your surface where you're going to do your spell. I like using floor water. So, tell your ingredients what to do. Blessing powder, floor water, for cleansing, purification, and crossing, and protection. Protect the space, let nothing negative, low vibration interfere with my magic. So, note you know, I don't even care if I get in front of the camera. If you guys see me, you see me. See? Look at how dirty that is. Stuff like incense and herbs is going to get on your altar, so you want to keep it clean. This is going to be a little difficult trying to do this spell and record at the same time. Just have to do my best, I guess. So, that's clean. That's pretty much cleansed. I do clean my altar all the time, but unfortunately it gets really messy and disorganized because I do a lot of spells. So I'm going to have to like clean it really good soon. But that's good enough for now. Just make sure your surface is clean and cleansed. So let's get the tray here. Why is the tray dirty? I just cleaned this. I'm gonna wipe this off. So you're going to need a fireproof container. So there's other stuff you got to do. I'm just cleansing right now. I have some Palo Santo. I don't need to light a candle. And I don't have my glasses on either. I don't like having glasses on when I'm trying to do my spells because it's annoying and hurts my head. So you may see me like grab the wrong thing because I literally cannot see. It's like right now I literally cannot see the wick. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can. I am going to have to invest in a good camera. Alright. Blessed and power of this Palo Santo for cleansing, purification, and uncrossing, and for protection. I don't think you guys can see. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to light this so I can cleanse. Cleanse and purify this space, and also bless this space. This space is blessed and protected. It is so hot today. So cleansing is very important. You have to do this before you do any kind of spell, any kind of energy work. You have to. So now I'm going to cleanse myself. I'm going to cleanse my whole body with this Palo Santo. Make sure you get the soles of your feet. Make sure you get the back of your neck. Energy travels through your feet and the back of your neck. So negative entities, lots of the time, they will attack you behind your neck and the bottoms of your feet. So I'm just cleansing myself really good. And listen, guys, before you do a spell, take a shower or a bath. You have to be clean. You have to be fresh. You have to have clean clothes. So everything has to be clean, including yourself. So I'm just cleansing myself with this Palo Santo. The only thing I don't like about Palo Santo is that sometimes it's hard to light and it doesn't stay lit for very long. So now I'm going to cleanse and purify this tray. I cleanse, bless and purify this tray. Get your tray really good. You need a fireproof tray. Okay, this is like a baking tray. That's really the best thing to use is like a baking tray. A baking tray. It's not like I say bacon. Bless and Palo Santo for cleansing, purification. So I'm just getting the tray really, really good. Cleansing every corner. Bless and empower this tray for my magic. Alright, so you want to be protected. You have to keep in mind there is negative energy everywhere. There are low vibrational negative entities out there everywhere. You know, there's parasitic beings, there's all kinds of stuff out there in the spirit world that we can't see. You know, when you do magic, you're kind of like opening up a portal. You know, you're connecting to the spirit world. So you want to make sure you're good and protected. You know, you don't want something tampering with your magic, with your spell. So what I like to do is, I'm a Reiki master. I do Reiki energy. I work a lot with Reiki. So what I like to do is I like to call upon Archangel Michael because I'm also an Archangel Michael devotee. So Archangel Michael, please and thank you. I'm sorry, my dad, I call upon you. Please and thank you. I ask that you protect me, and protect this space and this spell for any interference and negative energy. Please and thank you, Archangel Michael. And I give him regular offerings. So just make sure when you ask anything for help, you give them an offering. I'll probably go ahead and light him. Yeah, let's get him some frankincense, some myrrh incense. So I call upon him, and I visualize him being here with me, kind of like guarding me. I bless and empower this incense as offering to Archangel Michael. I also call upon my spirit guides, my holy guardian angel. I also ask that you protect me, protect this space, and to protect this spell from interference. Thank you. So I cannot see what the crap. Bless and empower this incense as offering to the spirits. So you also want to visualize bright white light, which is kind of like Reiki energy. It's a universal life force energy. So what I do is I visualize kind of like the gates of heaven opening up, and I visualize like a pouring light being. It's hard to explain. I'm trying to explain it, but I'm visualizing this super bright light, like as bright as you can visualize it. If you can't visualize this, just think about it. Just focus on it, think about it, try to feel it, do what you can. So I visualize this light beam coming down. Okay, so the gates of heaven open up, and this light beam shoots through the gates, through heaven, through space, through earth, through my house, and then into this room. So I'm visualizing it, I'm seeing it, I feel the power from it, and I visualize this whole room being lit up with bright white light energy. I set the intention, and it's best if you speak, but don't whisper, okay? The universe can't hear you if you whisper. Speak out loud. I set the intention to fill this room with positive, high vibrational energy to protect this room, this space, and to also empower my magic. So I'm going to be, I'm visualizing my altar lighting up. So This is really easy to me because I've been doing magic a long time. I'm also a Reiki master, so it comes natural to me. But it may take you some time. That's okay, just keep practicing. And I do want to let you know, Reiki will help you tremendously with your magic. I truly believe everyone should learn Reiki before they learn magic. It will help you do the energy part. It will help you understand a lot of things, in fact. So, the whole room is lit up with energy. This space is protected. It's cleansed. I still gotta cleanse the candle and stuff. So, I'm going to call in my spirits again. I call forth my spirit team, please and thank you. If any of my spirits would like to help and assist in this blockbuster spell, you're welcome to. Please and thank you. Especially Mother Mary, please and thank you. I call forth my spirit guides, my ancestors, a holy guardian angel. I ask that you be the conduit for this working. Open the roads, empower this spell, guide it, and direct it. So mote it be. So I'm ringing the bell while I'm speaking to help, bring them in. So mote it be, thank you. So what I will do is I'll burn more incense for them. So let me go ahead and cleanse this candle. When you do magic, there has to be a conduit. Something has got to help you get your magic from point A to point B, or point B to point A, whatever, however you want to say it. The spirits, your ancestors, your guides, which of course you shouldn't call forth your ancestors until you've made them an altar, until you started working with them first. You should never just expect handouts from the spirits. You gotta take care of them, you gotta feed them, respect them, love them, that sort of thing. So develop a relationship with your spirit guides, your ancestors, an archangel, whatever, because they're gonna help you get your magic from point A to point B. They're gonna help, open up the portal, help, it's kind of like a train, The conduit is like, a train taking your magic and traveling to the spirit world and taking it to where it's supposed to be. You need a conduit. Some people use elements or mirrors as a conduit. I use my spirits. They're the best thing in my opinion. So you want to call upon them, but like I said, make a relationship with them first. Don't just start asking them for crap, and you haven't developed a relationship with them, you haven't given them offerings, that sort of thing. So now that's out of the way. Actually, I told you guys this video was going to be messy. I'm already 23 minutes in. Okay, so you do have to ground and center before you do any magic. Okay, so again, you have to ground and center. If you don't know how to ground and center, you've got a very serious problem, because that should be like the first thing you learn how to do. You should master that before you even get to doing spells. I'm not trying to sound rude or anything, but you got to master the basics first. So I'm going to do that. I call forth all my energy back to me from every person, place, and thing. So now I'm just visualizing all my energy coming back to me. Sometimes your energy will look like petals. So I just visualize like petals and light energy. Energy looks different to everyone. To me, I see sometimes it looks like fairy dust to me. Like I'll see glitter, like sparkles, dust, bright white light, petals. So I'm just visualizing all the energy flowing back to me from every direction. Top to bottom, left to right, front to back. And I'm heart-centered, so it's all gathering in my heart. And now it's swirling in my heart chakra. So next, I'm going to, before I get to that, feel your energy gathering. Gather your energy to wherever it centers. I'm heart-centered. So all my energy, starting from the soles of my feet, gathering up through my body. I'm feeling it, sensing it. Through, my stomach. Then from my fingertips up through my arms. My energy, excuse me, I'm trying to explain. Okay, now I'm visualizing my energy flowing up through my back. My energy flowing from my head. It's all gathering, I'm seeing it gather all through. And then centering at the chest. So you want to gather all your energy. You want to feel it all pulling to where it's centered. Some people are heart-centered. Some people are centered through your sacral chakra, root chakra, wherever. Just let it flow naturally. Let it gather. Set the intention. I set the intention to gather my energy to center. I call back my energy. I center my energy. I am no longer scattered. I have all my power. So that's why you center, because your energy scatters, and you exchange energy with everyone and everything. With people, with places. You have to center. You have to. Next, you have to ground. You want to be anchored to the earth, so that the earth is helping giving you energy, and that you're releasing energy to the earth that you don't need. It helps protect you, ground you, yada yada. Okay, so now I ground to the earth. I'm connected to Mother Earth. So I'm visualizing the planet in space. It's spinning, and I focus in to the center of the earth. And Gaia, she has a heart. It's like a crystal heart, and it's beating. You want to hear it, feel it pumping and pulsating. So I'm visualizing roots. My legs and my feet is like roots, and those roots are shooting down, kind of like I'm a tree growing. And shooting down through my house, through the ground, into the center of the earth. So now I am centered to Gaia's heart. I now exchange any negative energy or any energy that I do not need to Gaia. I give it to Gaia in exchange. Gaia fuels me with the energy and power that I need. So kind of like a straw. It's like a straw between you and Gaia. So I'm pushing down all the negative energy and all the energy that ain't mine from my crown chakra down through my entire body, down through my legs, my knees, my feet, and I'm now pushing that energy through like a straw, like an energetic straw, into Gaia. Get creative with the energy. I even like to hear the sound. This is what it sounds like when you drink through a straw. I like to hear that. You want to visualize, you want to hear, see, sense, smell. That's energy work. And I'm sorry if I'm not doing a good job explaining. So now I ask Gaia to fill me with the energy that I do need to keep me grounded and safe. So now I'm seeing her push out roots through her heart, up through the ground, the earth, through my house, up through my floors of this room, and it's pushing into the soles of my feet, and now it's going up through my body. I'm visualizing roots growing throughout my whole body, down my arms, into my hands. Now your hands is the main thing you work with energy work. So I like to visualize like tentacles coming up through my fingers, roots growing throughout my fingers. So like roots and vines growing throughout each finger. And I can feel it too. Once you master energy work, you can actually feel it like it's really there. And then I visualize myself as a tree, like a beautiful old ancient oak tree in a beautiful forest. And I visualize myself as this oak tree, and I'm vibrating beautiful energy, powerful energy. Alright, so I'm grounded and centered. You will find your own way of doing things. That's how I do it. Oh, I gotta connect to the stars. I almost forgot that. See, I knew I was going to forget things. Now I forgot what I was even saying. Oh, yes, you'll find your own way of doing things. Like I said, you should master centering and grounding before you ever do a spell. I drank a coffee earlier, and now I have the burps. Okay, so next, you gotta connect to the earth, and you gotta connect to above. As above, so below. So I set the intention to connect to the universe, to the source. So I'm visualizing the brightest, most beautiful star in space, and visualizing like a straw, like an energetic straw, a bright white light cord connecting me to my crown chakra, to the star. It's going through my crown chakra, my house, up through the sky, through earth, through space, up into the star. The star is like, source. You can call it source, God, spirit, the great universal energy. So we are connected. I set the intention to ask for source to fill me with the energy that I need, the power that I need to perform this spell, this ritual. I ask to be a conduit for energy. May my magic manifest always. May it be powerful and strong. So I'm visualizing this star giving me power, light, energy. Okay, so it's like shooting down through the star, through the straw, through my crown chakra, out throughout my entire body. So I light up like a bright white light star or whatever. So my whole body is filled with this energy. I'm visualizing it flowing throughout my whole body. I feel it, sense it. Once you master this, it will be faster than this. Thank you, source. Okay. So again, you have to do that, guys. You have, like, if you don't do this, your energy is not going to, it's going to be scattered, it's going to be messy. You're going to use your own energy to feel your spell. It doesn't work that way. You have to center, you have to ground, you have to connect to a source, an energy source. I use source itself. You can say God, the goddess, whoever. That's what I connect to. Some people just use the earth, some people use the moon, but you have to connect to a power source to fuel your body with that energy, kind of like gas to a car, and then you can feel your spell. Hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, it's not just about throwing some shit together and hoping and praying it works. That's what most people are doing. That's not how this works. It requires energy work. So, let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I may have to get my glasses because I really can't see. And am I forgetting anything, Spirit? Did protection, did cleansing, centering, grounding, connecting to a power source, called in the spirits. I think that's it. Oh. Hopefully you guys can see. Looks like you can. Okay, so yeah, I think now I'm gonna get started on the spell. So, again, I'm doing a relationship blockbuster. So this is a service I'm going to be offering if you need this done. Or you can just try to do it yourself. I won't be telling you every single ingredient because it's my own secret recipe. You'll have to come up with stuff yourself, be creative. But a relationship blockbuster. So you want to do that before you do any love spells on your relationship. Before you manifest, you have to clear the roads. You have to remove the obstacles. You just have to. Yes, it's a pain in the butt. It's a process, but it's how it works. So if your relationship is stagnant, you seem to be drifting apart. Just things are going downhill. Maybe your partner's getting bitter. Just things are stuck and stagnant, not going anywhere. Just not progressing. Maybe you're drifting apart. Maybe you're fighting. So usually, that's a sign of, blockages that need to be removed. Another sign could be like issues with intimacy. Oh, that coffee I had earlier. This is already 40 minutes in. I can already tell this is going to be multiple parts. I am so sorry, guys, but hey, you're getting some free, really good education here. Let me check what time it is. good for the moment. So, oh, this is going to be a lot. Look, you may hear me pause. If I pause, it's because I'm looking through my notes. So 5 chime candles, 2 black, 3 red. Do I want to use my big ones or my little ones? Two black, 3 red. Do I even have any red ones? Okay, thank you. I'm going to have to order some more candles. Yeah, definitely. I'm running low. I am running low. Okay, so I need booster candles as well. Okay. My tea lights are kind of messed up. They did get damaged in shipping. They got bent and stuff. Oh well. So this candle is a master candle. That's like the main candle. Usually you want to boost up the master candle. It depends on, you know, what you're doing. Sometimes I don't boost it. Sometimes I do. It depends. So I use tea lights as boosters. Tea lights are perfectly fine. So I have red because I'm doing a blockbuster, but red is good for boosting in general. Can you guys see this? Why am I asking you guys? It ain't like I'm doing it live. This is a rope opener oil that I made recently. Of course things want to fall. Bless and empower this Palo Santo for cleansing and purification. So what I'm going to do now is cleanse the candle. Cleanse and bless this candle. You want to cleanse really, really good. Get every corner, every angle. Bless and empower this candle. Cleanse this candle for this blockbuster relationship spell. So I'm just speaking my intentions and cleansing. Cleanse it really good. Take your time. Get every nook, every cranny. Cleanse and bless this candle. Guys, if you do not cleanse, you're going to have a lot of negative energy interfering with your magic, and it may even make your situation worse. That negative energy will, like, manifest through your magic. Cleanse and bless this candle. So now I'm going to cleanse all these chime candles. And like I said, I probably really shouldn't be teaching you guys my secrets. This is all stuff that's taken me years to master, and I'm basically showing you how to do it in a very simple way. Cleanse and bless these candles. 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 So I'm just cleansing everything really good. But, you know, I'm tired of people not doing magic right. People need to learn. Cleanse and bless this candle. These candles. So I'm just cleansing really good. You see, guys, I just started and I'm already almost an hour in. That goes to show that real magic is not quickly. Cleanse and bless this candle. So now I'm going to cleanse the boosters. So next, I'm going to carve. So I did write a petition. What the heck is it? Okay, so I do have a petition. I think every spell should have a petition. I mean, that's just me. It's like a letter to the universe, basically. So what I wrote is all bad luck, evil eye, negativity, hostile forces, stagnant energy, blocks, obstacles, and the relationship of, I wrote the full name, date of birth of the female, and full name and date of birth of the male. Then I put is removed, so mote it be. So, and I forgot, the petition does have to be cleansed as well. Of course, I'm running out of Palo Santo. I'm going to have to get some more. So I'm now cleansing the petition really good. I cleanse, bless, and empower this petition as a letter to the universe. Cleanse, bless, and empower this petition as a letter to the universe. Bless, and empower this petition. I'm just cleansing it really good. I want to show it to you because it has their names. Cleanse, bless, this petition. And guys, don't underrate blockbusters and road openers. When I tell you, blockbusters and road openers alone have changed my life, you can get a lot out of uncrossing, road opening, and blockbusting. Sometimes what you want, you don't even need to manifest it. You know, you may think you need a love spell when really a blockbuster could make it happen. You know, people go straight to the manifestation when you have to open the road, you have to uncross, blockbust, open roads. You know, I don't want to go into too much detail about how I do my magic, but I like to do Archangel Michael uncrossing, protection, blockbuster, road opener, multiple booster, road opener, booster, blockbuster, and then I get to the manifestation. Sometimes it'll take me months to get to the manifestation, but sometimes the thing that my client wants or the thing that I want happens without even having to get to a manifestation. But I still recommend manifesting, you know, because you still want, you know, that positive energy flowing to you. You still want things going on a good path. You know, you don't want to clear out everything and then not bring in the good things. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. So you have to activate your petition. Activation happens a lot with DNA. So what I do is I kiss my petition. You can kiss it. I mean, some people make like a DNA activation oil. If I send a power and activate this petition, you are alive. You are living. And next, so I've activated it. I gave it my DNA. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I'm rolling my hands together. This is when you start seeing me do Reiki. So I'm rolling my hands together to activate Reiki energy to power and boost my magic. So now I'm going to push that energy into this petition. So, and I'm just telling you guys all my secrets. I really hope I get some kind of subscribers and some kind of likes from this. So I'm trying. So I'm activating the petition, breaking it to life, rubbing it in between my hands, pushing energy into it. So this is basically Reiki energy, using Reiki energy to bring it to life, give it power. So if you don't activate your stuff, bring it to life, it's just an object with nothing, you know, no energy, no nothing. It's like we'll know what to do. So that's activated. It's filled and infused with Reiki energy. So what I also like to see is I like to see like a letter that has wings. So when I burn it, I like to kind of visualize that the petition turns into like a letter with wings, and that, you know, flies up to the universe, you know, up through the ceiling, through the sky, through Earth, space, to the universe. Or sometimes I'll visualize it going to my goal. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to have to do a part 2, guys. I have to use the bathroom and get more water. So I'm going to have to end this video, and then I'm going to start a new one. It's probably going to be a couple of parts. So it's been an hour, so I do need a bathroom break and a water break. So come back for part 2. I will be right back. Hey everyone, this is part 2. So there is going to be a part 3 because I am expecting a phone call in about 20-30 minutes. Hopefully there won't be no more than part 3, but this phone also needs to be charged. I knew this was going to be long. So I took a break, and Spirit told me, candle? Sorry, I could smell something burning. I was trying to figure out what it was. I think it was a candle. So Spirit was like, you know, you need to explain how you learned this stuff. So I was like, okay. I learned, like, I spent probably hundreds, probably thousands on occult books. So I learned from books. I did take some classes. Reiki helped me a lot. Learning and mastering Reiki, becoming a Reiki master. I took a lot of classes, in fact. Like I took a class on mastering candle magic. I did quite a few things. Learning from other practitioners. There's actually a lot of good YouTubers who teach things. So I learned from other practitioners, taking classes, reading books. But it does take time to master and practice and, you know, figure out what works for you. But it does take time to learn it. It takes years to learn witchcraft and to dark energy work. I would never trust a practitioner who has less than 8 years under their witch's belt. You know, there's practitioners on TikTok who have only been practicing like a year or two, and then they start offering services. That is not possible. I'm planning on making a video about that, about, you know, really young practitioners, you know, not having enough experience under your belt. Because even if you study every day for a year, you're not going to have the experience and knowledge that you need to do this professionally. It takes years. So it does take years to master, to study and learn. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's only so much you can learn from books. Actually, the books out there are trash. I mean, you can take my word from it. I've spent hundreds of dollars on books, and I've probably had like 2 or 3 that I actually really like. But I still believe that reading books is a requirement. It is something you should still do. But I think mentorship is really the best way to learn, learning from an actual practitioner, someone who knows what they're doing. But anyway, I've had lots of teachers, actually. I've had a few. So anyway, that's how I've learned this stuff. Books, other teachers, practitioners. I've learned some stuff from YouTube. So, and guys, listen, when you watch another practitioner and you learn something from them, don't just watch their video. Like their video, subscribe to their channel. You know, I never watch another practitioner's video. Like, if I watch another practitioner's video and I learn something from them, I like their video, I subscribe to their channel, I'm not just going to benefit from them and, you know, not get something in return. So it's very rude to watch someone's video, and if you don't want to like it, I mean, at least subscribe. You know, it's rude to benefit from another practitioner, especially like their videos, and you don't even like the video, you subscribe. You know, I think that's very rude. If I learn something from someone else's video, I always subscribe. You know, it may not seem like much, but it is much. It means a lot to us. It helps us. So anyway, I just wanted to explain that. I took a break, and Spirit brought it up to me that I needed to say that. So there you go. I am going to be making a video about all the books I've read. Some of them I have digitally, so but I will do like a book review and book recommendations. But I still believe like Reiki is something you should learn first. Truthfully and honestly, that's like where you should start. And if you like become a Reiki master, I mean, everything else is going to come pretty easy. So, started in 7 minutes. Okay, so I gotta carve the information. Okay, so next I'm going to use my little feather pen here, and I'm going to carve in the information on the candles, my notes. Okay, I gotta change my notes for sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve her full name on her candle, then I'm going to carve his full name on his candle. And I'm doing this from top to bottom because I want to remove obstacles and blockages. So I'm doing up is manifesting. I'm going to go down for, you know, removing stuff. So I'm just going to carve in their names. Make sure you do this clear. Don't do it sloppy. Every single thing you do in your spell matters. So keep that in mind. So on the bottom, I'm going to write relationship. Relationship. Block. Buster. So I'm going to write that same thing around the candle. Let's see, relationship. Around the bottom, relationship. Block. Buster. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing with these candles. So from top to bottom, hopefully you guys can see top to bottom, I'm going to write relationship blockbuster. Relationship. You guys know how to carve candles, right? I don't think I should have to teach that. It's pretty simple. But yeah, you just like, it's hard to do it like this, but you just take something that you can like write with, like an old pen. I use this. And you just carve in your information, relationship. I can't see. Block. Buster. So your candles have to be carved. Like you gotta, you know, I'm gonna have to speak my full later. And you gotta write in the information, your intentions. I'll do that for all the candles. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. I'm getting tired of standing up. Okay. Oh, that's better. I'm used to sitting down and playing my music, and so today I'm doing this while recording. Oh crap. I'm gonna do this right here. Okay. Relationship. Block. Buster. Again, you know, when you carve your candles, do it clear. Try not to do it messy, you know, so like the spirits in the universe can understand it. So, did these two. Spirit's telling me, they're telling me to transmute. Okay, I'll do that. Relationship. Block. Buster. Relationship Buster. You know, I should have said this earlier, but these videos are for entertainment purposes only. So, with the black candles, you can put like relationship blockbuster, whatever. But my intuition is telling me something different. I don't know why Spirit is telling me to transmute today. Usually you don't transmute when you're removing obstacles, but you can. I do know the situation has been dealing with some negative energy. I wonder if something negative has been sent to this relationship and they're telling me to transmute that. I don't know, but they're telling me to transmute. So, let's see, how you want me to do this, Spirit? Let's see. Transmute all negativity. Let's see, from this couple into positivity for this couple. So, I mean, the black is for like getting rid of the negative energy anyways. You can transmute that into positive energy for the couple. Yeah, I don't know. You want to develop your intuition. That's another thing before you do magic. You want to, you know, master grounding and centering. You want to develop a relationship with your spirits, especially your spirit guides and your ancestors. That's most important. I'll go into that in other videos. But, you know, you got to, like, open up your third eye, develop your intuition, because that's how your spirits teach you. That's how they guide you. Like, when you're doing a spell, they will say, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, this is needed, that is needed. Some people hear it, sense it, feel it. My abilities is very, very strong, so I can see it, I can hear it. So it's very easy for me to tell when they want me to do something. So, you know, guiding itself is going to take you a year or two to, you know, develop a relationship with your spirits, master centering and grounding, you know, working and developing your abilities, your gifts. So I wanted to explain that, because that's another way I learned, too. I learned from my spirits guiding me. It's not just your spirits, your higher self. Your higher self, your angels, your spirit guides. So, I can't remember what I was saying. I was just explaining that is important to learn this stuff because it's going to help you in your craft. So I learned this spell from my spirits. Actually, my spicy hexbreaker, my ancestor showed me how to do that in a dream, word for word, ingredient for ingredient, the whole 9 yards in a dream, and it is powerful. I've never came across a hex that I couldn't break with that spell. So your spirits, you know, they'll teach you, they'll show you. In fact, when you become more advanced, you know, a lot of it you're going to learn. The rest of it you're going to learn from your spirits. So transmute all negativity from this couple into positivity for this couple. So, and that's something my spirits just told me to do. So that's what I did. I'll do this other black candle. I'm already 20 minutes in. Transmute all negativity from this couple into positivity for this couple. Okay. So you can't really see, but I carved that into the candle. Oh, now you can. Well, a little bit. It's focusing. So, and guys, don't bully me. I'm dyslexic. I have ADHD, and I also have a speech issue. So, yeah, don't bully me. I'm trying my best to help you guys and teach you guys. It's gotten better with, Reiki and healing spells. So anyway, I wanted to say that. Let's do the boosters. And I would show my face, but right now, my spirits don't want me to. I don't want to go too much into it, but I do have family who are Christian and who have literally attacked me for my practice. And I live in a very, southern Christian area. And so I don't want any issues because of my practice. There's also a lot of psychotic practitioners on the internet cursing other practitioners, I guess, because they're losers. So there's just a lot of risk putting your face out there. I really don't want the whole world to know it's me. For those reasons, all the crazy practitioners, the evil practitioners. I'm protected. I know I'm protected, but, it's a major risk putting yourself out there. I mean, there was this lady on YouTube who had Christians at her doorstep. She had a shop, or she has a shop. She sells, oracle cards and stuff like that, and they were surrounding her shop, her metaphysical shop. And so, you gotta understand, when you put your face out there, you're doing witchcraft and stuff, it is a risk. And that's not a risk I want to take at the moment. But maybe one day when I feel more confident, when I feel better about it, I will show my face. But I don't want to do that right now. Too much craziness right now. Especially have a lot of preachers, telling people to, burn witches again, all kinds of crazy stuff. So anyway, I have my booster tea light here, and I'm going to carve Blockbuster booster. It's 23. Yeah, I'm going to take my break here soon because I am expecting a phone call. So I got one candle carved and ready. Tea light. Blockbuster booster. Just 2 down. Usually 3 is good. I like the number 3, so I usually use 3 tea light boosters. Blockbuster booster. Okay, so I wrote Blockbuster booster on the tea lights. Let's see, should I go ahead and stop the video or should I wait? Let's see. The camera needs to be charged. I need the phone. Actually, all this don't have to be. No. Let's cleanse a little more. Water cleansing purification. Like I said, your intuition will guide you, so my intuition told me to cleanse some more. So I have some Hydron the Conqueror. That is great. This is Hydron the Conqueror water, which is great. Hydron the Conqueror is great for, conquering obstacles, blockages, all that stuff. So what's empowered is Hydron the Conqueror to conquer. Oh, great. Okay, it's working. Sometimes this bottle doesn't work. So conquer all obstacles or blockages, stagnant energy, delays, especially from this relationship, from the relationship of and. So usually you'd speak that out loud, but I can't. So I whispered it and I visualized their faces, conquer all obstacles, blockages, remove any obstacles and blockages from this relationship. Okay, so this candle's going to need to be baptized and brought to life. It's probably best I do stop the video because now I'm getting deeper into it and I don't want to be distracted. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause this video. There's gonna be a part 3 because the camera needs to be charged and I'm expecting a phone call and I don't want to be distracted once I really get into this. You're usually not supposed to stop once you get started, once your plan's protected and all that. You usually want to stay in your protected, plan safe space. I've done this 1,000 times. I know how to reconnect it, if that makes sense. So there's gonna be a part 3. Please come back. I will be right back and I'm going to be teaching a lot more. So part 3 is probably going to be a very long video. So please come back. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, Serena Starlight Witch here. This is part 3 of the Blockbuster spell, the relationship Blockbuster spell, and how to properly cast a spell. So the next thing that I'm doing is bringing the candle to life, baptizing it. If you don't bring your stuff to life, if you don't tell it what to do, it's just an ingredient. It's not going to know what to do. It's just an object. So when you use poppets, finger candles, you have to bring it to life, and you have to make that thing represent the target. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You usually have to do this 3 times. I'm using Florida water. I'm out of moon water right now, so I'm just going to spray with this Florida water. I baptize this candle. Now let me sit down for a minute. With this Florida water, I baptize this candle. Whoops. I baptize you as the relationship of. Okay, so what I did was whisper their full name and date of birth into this candle. You are now the mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul of these people. I'm speaking directly into the candle. I call forth their mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul to be placed inside this candle. I am now visualizing their faces. And this is kind of weird, but I'm kind of visualizing like I have their faces in my hand. It's a little bit weird, but hey, you gotta do it. You gotta push these people into the candle. So I'm visualizing their faces, visualizing the couple, kind of like I'm holding them in my hand, visualizing their face in my hand. Now I'm gonna push it into the candle. You are now this couple. You now represent them. And now blow life into you. So what I'm doing is I'm blowing air all through the candle. And I'm visualizing that I'm blowing bright white light energy into the candle. Now, most people use smoke. I can't do that. I have asthma. I have breathing problems. I can't use smoke. I can't inhale smoke or anything like that. So I do just have to breathe it into the candle, which works just as good. So another thing that I do, which may seem kind of weird, is that as I'm blowing into the candle, I visualize that their mouth is opening and that they're breathing in that energy. So, you want to kind of feel like you're holding 2 people in your hand, like this is them. Okay, you want to feel their heart beating, pulsating, their breathing, hear them, see them, feel them. And that's energy work. Otherwise, it's just a candle. So I visualize that their heart is there, it's beating, pulsating, the candle's burning with life, with energy, there's blood pumping through their veins. I'm visualizing their faces. And again, do this 3 times. I baptize you with this water, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost, as the mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul of the people of. And you are now this couple, you now represent them. Again, I'm speaking directly into the candle. You are them, you are their mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul. What is done to you is done to them in this relationship. I'm visualizing this couple as if they're in my hand, as if I'm holding them, visualizing their faces, and pushing into the candle. Now blow life into you. Bring you to life, you are alive. I'm holding them in between my hands, feeling their heartbeat. The candle's warm, their blood's pulsating through their veins, they're breathing. I see the candle is like lit up with bright white light energy. What is done to you is done to the couple. One more time, I baptize you with water. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. We're the mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul in the relationship of. And now blow life into you. You are alive. You are alive. What is done to you is done to the couple. You represent this couple. And again, I'm visualizing them holding this couple in my hand. Visualizing their faces in my hand. Really connecting, feeling their energy. Push into the candle. And again, I'm holding the candle in my hands. Pushing more energy into it. Really, really feeling the energy. And I speak in my head, they are alive. This is the couple. This candle is alive. It is breathing life. What happens to this candle happens to the couple, which I'm visualizing. Ooh, okay. I did just get a vision. Sometimes that will happen when you do spells, you'll get a vision. I did just see something negative. That must be why Spirit wants me to transmute. So I am sensing and feeling that there's something. I'm seeing a dark binding. Maybe someone is like binding them in a dark way, to where like binding arguments and fights to them. That's what I'm seeing. That must be why Spirit was telling me to transmute. Okay, that makes sense. That's another reason, guys, why you want to open your third eye and build relationships with your spirits and open up your abilities, because so you'll be able to pick up on things like that, so you can remove it and fix it. Something to do with graveyard dirt as well. Seeing graveyard dirt, and I'm hearing graveyard dirt. My allergies, my asthma's really kicking in. Hopefully you guys can understand me. Now, I was told this couple is having issues, so that would explain it. Yeah, glad I picked up on that. So, here's a little bit of advice. People are very jealous of a happy relationship. It is very common for people to do breakup spells and all kinds of crap on your relationship, and or to hire somebody. You know, my ear is ringing like crazy, so I definitely know I'm picking up on something. People, there must be someone very jealous of this couple. They definitely did something graveyard dirt and a dark binding. Must have binded the couple to like issues and problems. Anyways, try not to post your relationship. If you have a really happy relationship, things are going good and great, keep that to yourself. Don't go posting about it, don't go bragging about it. The evil eye is very real. People get very jealous, and they can ruin your relationship. Keep your relationship private. Hell, keep many things private. You know, people are jealous. They're evil. They're wicked. I mean, they see you got something and they're jealous. I mean, they can destroy it. They can put the evil eye. They can hire someone to do something. They can try to do it themselves. You know, even if you're really protected, you don't want to be an idiot. Just don't go showing off. Don't go bragging. Don't be posting everything. You know, be careful who you have on your social media. If your intuition is giving you a bad feeling about someone on your social media, delete them, block them. You know, you gotta be careful. There's a lot of haters out in this world. I just want to let you guys know that. I am feeling something really strongly. Like really strongly. This was done recently. Sorry guys, I'm talking to myself. I do that. I channel. I do have mediumship abilities. I do channel. Sometimes I will talk to myself when I'm doing spells, because I'm like getting information from spirit. And usually when I baptize the candle, I start channeling, so that's happening. I'm like channeling right now. So I may talk to myself sometimes. So, I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. I'm kind of concerned about that binding now. This will remove it though. I may have to burn a string. Yep, spirit, burn a string. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know this, people can bind you. Dark bindings, they can bind you to bad luck, arguments, fights, things like that. So, next thing I'm gonna do is bring these chime candles to life. I'm just gonna, rub these candles in between my hands, push energy into these candles. Really feel the energy, really push the energy into the candles. Sorry guys, I may pause a lot, so sorry if I go quiet for a while. I'm getting a lot of messages from spirit right now. This was done in a graveyard. I'm seeing someone in a graveyard doing this dark binding, chanting. That's crazy. This doesn't always happen. When I'm doing spells and the person doesn't have anything bad on them, I won't get any messages or any visions. This only happens when there's something there that my spirits are picking up on, my energy's picking up on. It's in, the couple's energy. So this doesn't always happen. It only happens when there's something there, and my spirits have picked up on it, and I've picked up on it because it's in their energy. Yeah, this person wanted this couple to fight. Okay, I was trying to say might and may at the same time. I might. You know what? Hold on, guys. Let me pull some cards. I want to pull some cards just in case. These are religious cards? Yes. Yes, let's pull some of these. Alright, I'm going to pull some cards really quick. Just to see. Because I don't like what I'm hearing and seeing. Spirit, please and thank you. So I just have my Witches tarot deck here. So always keep a handy tarot deck nearby, just in case something like this happens. You want to be able to do a quick little reading, pull some cards. Oh, yep. I got the Tower, Strength, Nine of Wands. Look at that. So this was a strong spell that was done, trying to cause issues, disruption, chaos. Nine of Wands. This person did tell me that they've been very exhausted recently. This is why. This dark binding. This is why. Yep. Okay. Anything else, Spirit, that I need to know in regards to this spell, or regards to what I'm seeing and feeling here? Okay, that's good. Yep, Four Swords again. This is why my client has been so exhausted. She told me she's been very exhausted, not feeling well. This is why. This binding, the dark binding that's been done on her, and with the Eight of Wands, that's confirmation that this is going to fix that. So, let me just shuffle a little more here. Is there anything else, Spirit, that I need to know before I proceed? I am being told to add lavender to help with fights and arguments, okay? I will do that, Spirit. Anything else? Yep, look at that. Ten of Swords. This was something dark that was done to this relationship. My client told me she's been very tired, very exhausted, not feeling well, and the relationship was going great, but they've, been having some issues, some arguments, things like that. Relationship seems to be kind of like, I don't want to give too much detail, but, yep, Ten of Swords again came out. So, again, keep a little handy tarot deck at all times near you. Look at that again. Ten of Swords and the Devil. This was definitely done in the graveyard. They maybe even worked with demons, possibly. Or really dark entity, which is, I know how to fix that, that's fine. Archangel Michael will take care of that. So, anything else, Spirit? So I'm just shuffling here. Oh, that might have been an accident. Ace of Wands, Candle Magic. Yeah, so they must have did a binding with the candle, which is what I was seeing. Good thing this is being done today, so it doesn't get worse. Seven of Swords. Yep, this is someone doing something really shady. Six of Cups. Oh, big piece. Oh, okay. So this is possibly someone from their childhood, a family member, for my client, the person who did this. Yeah, they're jealous. Three of Cups here. Jealousy. Sorry guys, I'm sorry for interrupting the video. I didn't expect for this to happen. But this is good for you to learn as well, because this is also really important. Learning how to connect with energy, listening to your intuition, being able to know when something is not right. And I'll shuffle these cards here. You need to be able to know this stuff, to know, when there's something not right, to figure it out. So get a tarot deck just for your spell work, just for when you're doing spells, and keep them on your altar. Just keep them covered, because tarot cards are a portal. So this is another reason why developing your intuition, opening your third eye is very important. Sorry guys, I'm almost done. I just want to make sure there's nothing else I need to know. The star, I have a star here, and the Nine of Cups, which is good. This means that this spell is going to fix it. Okay, that's what I want to make sure. I do feel like I need to break the binding though, so I'll do that as well. Yeah guys, be careful what you post. Do not post your full name on social media. Be really careful about what you post. Be really careful about posting your children, your pets, because that's how most practitioners get information, is their social media. Oh, that Tower card came out again. Look at that. So this person wanted to cause chaos. So that's why the couple has been fighting and not getting along. So she knew something was up. She told me. Look at that. Five of Wands. Fights, arguments, not getting along. All these cards are confirming everything she told me. How she hasn't been feeling well. Look at that. Nine of Swords. She said she hasn't been feeling well. She's been having weird dreams, not sleeping. They've been arguing a little bit. You'll know. Like, your intuition will tell you when something's not right. Good thing this person listened, because there's definitely something not right. And I'm feeling very strongly that this is due to jealousy. So, yeah, guys, be careful. If you're having the time of your life, just be careful how you post and what you post. Alright, I'm gonna get started again. That Devil card is popping out, so I did see it being done in the graveyard, so they probably did this with like a very nasty spirit. So the Devil can represent demons, which demons aren't as bad as you may think. They can be, depending on what the person did. I'll make a video about demons in the future, but this can represent the demon, just a really mean spirit, a toxic spirit. So this person, I was seeing this done in the graveyard, so someone did this, and I was seeing it done by a headstone, so they must have did this with a really mean spirit. So I'm just explaining all this so you can learn more. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Thank you for letting me know that. Thank you for telling me. And the Devil card pops out again. So, yep, definitely a very nasty spirit. And that's something Hecate and Archangel Michael can handle. Hecate, she's like the goddess of necromancy and spirits. So, if you need a spirit handled, she can handle that for you. She can take that spirit and take it to wherever it needs to go or back to where it came from. And Archangel Michael can help cross spirits over. So, I'll make sure that's done. I may light a candle. Let's see, should I do here? I'll burn purple candle for Hecate, because I'm feeling Hecate. My intuition's telling me Hecate, which this is her area of expertise. Alright. And again, I apologize, guys. You can speed up the video on YouTube. Alright. Definitely got distracted. That definitely set me back. Timing. But it's a good thing that I know. I'm not having purple candles. Is it in somewhere? I'm pretty sure they're in here. Purple. So I'm going to burn purple tea light for Hecate. Hecate, she's like the goddess of spirits, necromancy, and the dead. So someone sent you a spirit, like what this person did to this couple, you can ask her to fix that, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Alright, I am running out of time. I've got to get started. Let's empower these candles for this relationship blockbuster spell for the couple of born and born. So maybe I'm going to blow life into these candles. Okay. Should do. Let's do. Put the petition over here now. Okay, so let's do oils. Sorry, I'm just looking through my notes. You can fast forward the video. I'm definitely very stressed now. Now, I'm not going to tell you my secret recipe. Look up your own recipe. You know, come up with your own recipe. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just very stressed out. And my energy is like... So I will show you this. This is anointing oil. This is great for uncrossing spells, blockbusters, or openers. So I'm just going to pour this oil all over the candle. Let's empower this oil to remove all blockages, obstacles, hostile forces, negativity, low vibrational energies from this relationship, from this couple. Especially dark bindings and anything that was sent to them out of ill intentions. So I'm just rubbing the rest of the oil on my hands on these China candles. Let's see here. Oops, did I move the camera? Okay. So I have some hyssop. Hyssop is an ingredient that you need as a practitioner because this is what removes, negative energy. It's required for uncrossings and cleansing and purification. Hopefully you guys can see. So let's empower this hyssop for cleansing, purification, uncrossing, removing all obstacles and blockages from this relationship. So I have an eyedropper. It's really good to keep one of these handy for removing obstacles and blockages, opening the roads, blockbusting for this relationship. Oh, that smells good. Cutting away toxic energy, toxic ties, cords. There you go. Cannot see with the crap. I need root oil, but I'm pretty sure I'm out of root, which is perfect. Of course, you don't really need root for a blockbuster. I need help with root. Okay. Alright. I'm going to probably use the last of this for removing obstacles, blockages, blockbusting for this couple. Oh, that is strong. See, I can already feel the oils making the energy more positive. It feels way more positive in here now. Once I saw the dark binding and everything, the energy got really dark for a second, but the oils are already fixing it. Whew, that was some negativity. Why don't people get a life? Get a life. I just don't get it. Practitioners will be wasting their time, their energy, their supplies on just ruining people's lives instead of doing spells to better themselves, their own lives. Crazy. I could never care that much. Destroying obstacles and blockages like a nuke. Nuking away those blockages and obstacles. Destroying obstacles, blockages. See, that's helping. Well, you can't see. I mean, I can see, but it's already helping a lot. Right. I'm sure people are just going to find me so weird. Whatever. Let's see. I gotta update these notes. You need a notebook too. Remember that as a practitioner, keep a notebook by you when you do your spells. I need my pencil. I wrote open the cover that. Okay. Let me do lemon. So I have some lemon oil. I have lemon essential oil. So this is good for transmutation. So I'm going to anoint the black candles with the oil. Let's empower this lemon oil for transmutation. Transmute all the negativity from this couple into positive energy for this couple to benefit them. Transmute all negativity from this couple from this relationship. And I'm visualizing the couple while I do this. I'm rubbing the black candles. Black is for transmutation. So I'm just rubbing the candles between my hands. I'm visualizing the negativity, the work that was done against them being removed and then turning into positivity. love, happiness, togetherness, rekindling. Okay. But as light as it is now, I may not get done with this for a very long time. Lemon oil for transmutation, transmute the negative energy from this couple into positive energy for this couple. Okay. Let's get my road opener oil. This road opening oil is amazing. Okay, I put a lot into this. I call this my head to case key oil. Road opener oil, it is Reiki infused, and I will be offering this on my Etsy shop. So if you want some, I will add it eventually. I'm just not ready yet. But this is amazing. Let's empower this road opening oil to open the roads, remove all blockages and obstacles. Also, to ensure this spell manifests. I can't see what I'm doing. I have the camera right here, so it's a bit harder. Opening the roads. You want a lot of road opening oil. Remove all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy. Remove anything and everything that is working against this relationship, this couple. Remove hexes, curses, jinxes, evil, negativity. Remove obstacles and blockages. Remove anything that is preventing them from being close and happy together. See, guys, I can't see. So, let's do some curse breaking oil for sure. I'm gonna have to make some more of this. Curse breaking oil to break anything, everything that was done against this relationship that is not for their highest good. Anything that's malicious. And bless this oil to remove that. And guys, usually you do not want this much oil. I'm just adding the rest just to really, really get rid of that negative energy. I'm gonna have to soak some of that up. Just leave it there for now. That's a lot of oil, but I want to make sure I get that negativity. What do you think? Got some love oil, love and obsession oil. Let's empower this love oil to bring love into this relationship so that they deeply love each other, so that he deeply loves her, obsesses over her, cherishes her, worships her, makes her happy, satisfies her every need, treats her like a queen, like an angel, like a princess. And so there's deep love into this relationship. Now I'm going to add a little bit of extra to him because I want him to be obsessed with her. I want you to be obsessed with her, treat her good, make her happy, please her, love her. May this couple be happy, may nothing stand in their way. All obstacles and blockages are completely and totally removed, as well as any hexes, curses, jinxes, evil eye, negativity, and dark binding spells. Should I add? Probably. Also, guys, I do want to say that if you ever get spell work from me and I find out something, like what happened today, I will let you know. A lot of times I don't like to let my customers know because, you know, they've been scammed so much, they probably think I'm lying, but I would never ever do that. I hate it when scammers and practitioners lie to their clients. But I'm just saying, if you ever get a spell from me, I will let you know if I find out anything. Plus, empower this coconut oil to remove obstacles, blockages, stagnant energy. And to also bless this relationship. We want them to be blessed and happy. So usually I don't add this much oil. This is a lot of oil. I do use a lot of oils, but I wanted to use like extra just to really absorb that negative energy. Alright, am I good on oils? No, I'm not good on oils. Okay. I actually got a bunch more to add. I mean, most of the oils I'm using is in my road opening oil, but you know, I like to add it individually as well. Let's empower this rosemary for protection, to protect this relationship from all harm, protect them from fights, arguments, protect them from ill intentions, malicious energies, negative energies, or vibrational energies. And guys, I'm so sorry this is such a long, drawn out thing. Now you'll believe me when I say it takes me all day to do a spell. I started at 10, it's almost 3 now. Well, I'm not too happy because I just dropped an oil and it's spilled everywhere. And this particular oil is very high vibrational. So, I'm going to take that as a sign. Oh, I am not happy. Just whatever, it's whatever. Take everything as a sign. I don't want to get upset because I want to keep the energy positive. Opening the roads and for high vibrational energy. You know, another thing that my client told me, she told me that she saw a rat in her house recently. And pests are usually a bad sign. I mean, we have pests everywhere in the world, so it's a mundane thing as well. But take note of when you see pests. This client told me she's been very tired, very drained, stomach issues, not sleeping well, and she saw a rat, a big-ass rat recently. So that's all signs of like someone siphoning your energy, parasitic beings. So what I think happened is that because these people did something with a negative spirit, but they lost spirit, that spirit must be feeding on her, is what I'm thinking. I definitely didn't expect for all this today. I was just doing this road opener for her. Blackbuster, I mean, road opener is different. And I was going like a how to do a spell tutorial, but it turned into a whole ordeal. But I think it's a good thing because you guys can get more education from this. Okay. For turning the bad luck into good luck. So this is a clear example of why developing your abilities is important, and that sometimes takes years to do. opening your third eye, you know, exercising your third eye, your crown chakras, your other chakras, learning how to manipulate energy, developing relationship with your spirits, your spirit guides. You know, it is important you know how to do these things, center and grounds, because it's going to help you in your spell work. If you don't know how to do these things, you're not going to get very far in your craft. Your spells are going to be very weak. If you do something like this, especially for a client, you need to be able to pick up on something like this. If there's something negative that's working against, like in this case, in this situation, you need to be able to find out this stuff. Like your ability should be developed enough, and your relationship with your spirits should be strong enough that to where when you do a spell for yourself or a client, and there's something not right, you should be able to pick up on that. You should be able to find that out. For me, usually when I bring the candle, like what used to happen, I brought the candle to life and I connected to the couple's energy, you know, put the energy to the candle, and I immediately felt that something was not right. I saw a gravestone, I saw someone sitting next to the gravestone, and they were doing a dark binding, wrapping it around the candle while saying, I want you to fight, argue, I want you to hate each other. And I paused for like a minute, because it took me by surprise. Because I'm also a medium. If you develop your mediumship abilities, that will happen. Like you'll get downloads, you'll channel, and it'll just like hit you out of nowhere. And that's what happened to me. Just that vision hit me out of nowhere, and then I could feel some really bad energy. And you know, I had the cards, so I did a reading. But my point is I'm trying to explain why it is important that you learn energy manipulation, that you learn your abilities, what your abilities are. You develop a relationship with your spirits, opening your third eye, developing your intuition, and that alone can take, that's not easy. It's going to take you a year, 2 years, or 3 years, sometimes even more than that. So that's why witchcraft, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. That's why when I say these young kids who are doing spells at 18, 19, anyone under the age of 25, it's just not possible. They don't have the time, the knowledge, the experience to really know what they're doing, because this takes time to learn, to master, to develop. It's a process. So I'm sorry for rambling, but that's important, so I want to talk about it. Most practitioners are just slapping some shit together. You'll see it on TikTok, they're just dropping some herbs and making it look all pretty. They're not doing nothing. It's more to it. And you know, these people, you know, do a love spell for someone, their intuition's not developed, they don't know how to use their third eye, their chakras, their crown chakra, they don't know how to use their intuition, you know, all that. They're not going to pick up on if there's a curse, if there's a hex, they're not going to pick up on it. So that means they're not going to tell their client's not going to know this, never going to get solved. So they're just doing all these other spells, all these love spells, and then they're not going anywhere. And the spells ain't manifesting, the relationship ain't improving. You know, it's because the practitioner, you know, they weren't not experienced enough. I'm trying to talk fast, you know, they didn't pick up on that negativity, so they didn't remove it, they didn't tell their client. So it is important that you do these things. Like I said, you should start with mastering red key, learning about the chakras, working with your third eye, your crown chakra, doing like psychic games, psychic tests, things like that. Maybe doing free readings for people. You know, you'll know when your intuition, your third eye is strong, because you'll have dreams about the future. You'll get messages from spirit. You'll know. You'll be able to pick up on things. So that is all things that you should do before you do spells. I hope that makes sense. I'll talk about it in another video. I'm out of breath from explaining all that. So let's see. I'm good on oils now. I don't have the greatest memory, so I'm looking at my notes. So anytime you remove negativity, you want to add positivity. You can't see. For good luck. I'm pretty sure I'm good on oils now. Okay, I'm good on oils. I've made a mess. An hour, good lord. I hope I'm able to get this done. I'm like running out of time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rub the oils all over the candles while speaking my intentions and visualizing. I bless and empower these oils to completely and totally remove all hexes, curses, jinxes, evil eye, and negativity from this couple. So I'm visualizing them being happy, holding hands while I'm speaking my intention. They're happy. There's a pink heart surrounding them. Bless and empower these oils to completely and totally remove all obstacles, bindings, dark bindings, remove all blockages, obstacles, anything and everything that is standing in the way of this couple from being happy. So I'm just rubbing the oils. It's really messy. All dark bindings is removed from this couple. Any spirit sent to them is removed. Hecate, you ask that you come forward and remove this, which I feel like you already have. And we'll light your candle. Remove anything, everything that is standing in the way of this relationship and blocking this relationship, including things like third parties, any kind of third parties, addictions, bad habits, other people, things, friends, family, regardless of what it is. Remove it. Remove anything, everything that is blocking them. I want them to be happy. I want them to be in love. I want the relationship to be incredible and amazing. So, I also like to, how do I explain this? Think of like a very happy couple, like, I don't know, like Snow White and, who's his name? Who's Snow White's prince? Is it Charming or is that Cinderella? Anyway, just imagine that, like a happy, you know, prince and princess. You know, imagine Snow White or Cinderella and her prince dancing and being happy. You know, even though it's, you know, they're not real, of course, it still, you know, gives the energy and idea of what you want. You want that happiness, that togetherness, that fairy tale relationship. So I'm just visualizing the couple happy. They're dancing. They're like a prince and a princess dancing in a beautiful castle. I'm imagining doors opening. That's the roads being clear. I'm imagining an open road, a gate opening, like a gate to a castle. Now I'm going to rub the oils in these candles. Let's empower these oils to open the road, remove all obstacles, all blockages from this relationship, from this couple. Oh, I just got oil all over me. Remove all obstacles and blockages and delays. Remove stagnant energy, remove anything, everything that is interfering with this couple, with this relationship. So they're happy and in love, and that relationship is successful. Like Cinderella's relationship. Like Snow White's relationship. We want this couple to have their happy ever after, their fairy tale relationship. I'm just giving away all my trade secrets. Well, I'd rather give away my secrets than people keep scamming people and people not learning how to do magic correctly. So, that's the better option. And I will say, visualizing is one of the most important things in magic. Visualizing is what really makes it work. If you can't visualize, and not all people can, I'm not trying to sound rude or mean, but you're going to have a very difficult time doing magic. Usually people who can't visualize, it could be because their third eye chakra is blocked, but what I would recommend is that you really, you know, work with your chakras in your third eye. because visualizing and speaking your intentions is pretty much a requirement when it comes to spell casting. And not everyone can visualize, but it's pretty much a requirement. So just try to practice. And we'll probably go ahead and add the salt. So what I'm going to do now is get started on the herbs and ingredients. It's going to be hard to do this with this camera in my way. Those noises that you hear, I had an old chair and it's kind of tore up, so it's making weird noises. And those oils are a mess. Okay, I'm just, it's so messy. And it's hard doing this without my music. I'm used to listening to my music. That's alright. Hold on, let's. Salt, less than powdered salt to protect this spell from interference, to absorb negative energy, and for protection, to protect this couple. Salt, not salt, coffee to speed it up. Coffee to speed it up because we want the spell to manifest quickly without delay. And also to remove all blockages and obstacles. And guys, once I put the spell together, I'm not done. But after that, I can't really show you guys that because it's going to take me another several hours. But once you light it and put, once it's done, being put together and you light it, you're not done. There's still so much to do. But what I'll do is I'll finish put together and I'll light it and I'll explain what you have to do. And this is how, I'm basically doing a tutorial how you cast the spell. I need to light more incense as well for the spirits. Okay. So, what I have here is sulfur. It's literally just like sulfur you get for like your garden. And sulfur is a requirement for a blockbuster. It's not optional. It is a requirement. So, a blockbuster, what is required is black pepper, sulfur, arbor camino, frankincense. Frankincense is required for all road opening work, all blockbuster work. So, and anything spicy you can add. I don't know if I want to add it like that. Last time it dumped out everywhere. Some sulfur for destroying the obstacles, blockages. Sulfur for destroying all obstacles, all blockages. Destroy all obstacles, all blockages. Remove and destroy anything at all that is working against this relationship, any third parties. Remove anything that is keeping them from being happy and together. Well, they're together, but there's issues. Oh, yeah, definitely. Is that hair? It's so messy. That is gross. My hair sheds everywhere. It's so bad about getting in my spell work. And there's lots of oils too. Sulfur for removing all obstacles, all blockages. Remove any third parties. Practice it like that. I'm running out of arbor camino, which is perfect. Arbor camino for destroying obstacles, blockages, and opening roads. This is so messy. I'm just trimming the wick on these candles because they're way too long. And the candles won't burn right if the wick is too long. I'm gonna be so upset if I did all this for nothing. If I recorded all this for nothing and I get no likes, it's gonna hurt my feelings. I'm gonna have to move these out of the way. Can you guys see? I don't even know anymore if you guys can see. Let's just move all this out of the way. Okay. You know what, let's... For removing all obstacles, all blockages, for opening the roads. Remember, you want to visualize the whole time you do this spell. Visualize the couple. Visualize them being happy, like Cinderella and her prince. Visualize them, dancing together, smiling at each other, holding hands. See hearts around it, like a ring heart around the relationship. Visualize something you want to do the entire time. For opening the roads, cleansing, purification, and crossing, removing obstacles, blockages, and stagnant energies. And of course, I lost my pencil. I have some lemongrass powder. I'm actually going to use this lemongrass powder for transmutation, to transmute all the negative energy from this couple into positive energy for this couple. Transmute the bad into good. Make the bad only turn into positivity and start them. I should have the petition nearby. Black pepper, destroying the obstacles, the blockages, removing stagnant energy. So, blockbuster spells are more powders than herbs. Now I'm gonna just add all the powders. So I have paprika, chili powder, cayenne powder, chili flakes, red pepper flake, actually. Paprika. Really, the candles are probably good at that. Paprika for destroying obstacles, blockages, opening the roads, removing stagnant energy. Also for removing anything malicious, working against the couple of relationship. Cayenne pepper to boost the spell, cayenne pepper. Why does it not want to come out? And guys, don't let people tell you that grocery store powders are not good. They're the same freaking thing. You can get your ingredients from Dollar Tree. It does not matter. The energy is all the same. Cayenne to boost the spell. Sweet chili powder for removing obstacles, blockages, stagnant energy. Remove all blockages and obstacles from this couple. Chili flakes, removing all obstacles, all blockages. Burn away all obstacles and blockages and stagnant energy from this spell. Actually, hold on. I forgot the cinnamon powder. Cinnamon powder to open the roads, clear the roads, so this relationship is successful and happy. And I'm forgetting something. Okay. I think I'm actually close to getting done. Well, I'm not close to getting done. I'm close to done putting it together. There's a lot of oil. I need to take a picture of this when I'm done so I can list it. Let's see. You know, let's add some turmeric for cleansing, purification, since there's so much negativity. Turmeric for cleansing, purification. Oh crap. Got this spilled everywhere. Cleansing, purification, cleanse and bless this relationship. Remove all negativity from this relationship. Spirits also tell me to blow it. Sometimes they will tell me to do that, but it's going to get everywhere. Oh well. I need to get rid of that negative energy. Turmeric for cleansing, purification, to cleanse and bless this relationship. Remove all negativity from the mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul from this relationship, and bless this relationship so that they're happy. Now, usually you want to say their name, their full name and date of birth, but I can't because I'm recording. So I'm just visualizing them and thinking about them instead. This is going to be such a mess. Okay. Turmeric will kind of stain your hands. For opening the roads, clearing the roads, removing obstacles and blockages. You know what? I think I'm going to go wash my hands. And guys, also keep water with you when you're doing spells. You cannot do magic if you're dehydrated. You can't be hungry too, but you don't want to be eating while you're doing a spell. Eat before. And try to eat something kind of light and healthy. If you eat something kind of unhealthy, like sugar, like really dense meat, that kind of, you know, make your energy heavy. Try to eat like something like a good breakfast, like maybe some eggs, maybe some, I don't know, strawberries, mangoes, or whatever. Okay. I have some whole cloves. Whole cloves for banishing and keeping away hostile energies and forces from this relationship. Keep them away, protect this relationship, anything working against them. We have some peppermint. Peppermint for opening and clearing the roads. Also for transmute all negativity from this couple into positive energy for this couple. Angelica root. I ask the angels, they protect this relationship from all maliciousness, jealousy, harm, protect this relationship, especially by this couple. Oh, and Spirit did tell me to add some lavender. Lavender for peace, so there's no fights or arguments in this relationship. Peace, happiness, no fights, no arguments. An hour and 30 minutes, of course. To boost the spell, to make it strong, to make it powerful, to ensure that it manifests no matter what. Just to make it powerful, manifest no matter what. You do not want this to fail, which I already feel it's working, so. Am I done? Not quite, almost. Coconut flakes to remove all obstacles, all blockages, stagnant energy, negative energy, remove anything, everything that is not for the highest good of this relationship, that is causing them not to be happy. Okay. Now, I do want to add some roses. Usually I don't add roses to Blockbuster, This couple, since they had someone send them some really bad energy, I want their energy to be lifted back up. Roses is the most high vibrational plant, so it will, if the energy is low and negative, it will lift it back up. Roses to uplift the energy in this relationship, to bring back the love, the passion, to make the energy positive and high vibrational again. And also, I want him to be madly in love with her, obsessed with her, worship her, make her happy. And another thing that I'm adding that I don't usually add is honey. Again, since there's a lot of negative energy sent to this couple, this relationship, and there's been arguments, I want to sweeten this relationship back up, sweeten the energy back up. I cannot see. Where's the wick? Okay, the wick is there. Honey to sweeten this relationship back up, so they're in love, happy, so he's especially in love with her, sweet to her, kind to her, worships her, obsessed with her, makes her happy, fulfills her every need and desire, satisfies her every need and desire. So he's stuck to her like glue, committed to her, loyal to her, have eyes only for her, to sweeten his heart, mind, body, spirit, and soul up to her. So this relationship is sweet, happy, and they're in love. So make it be. Guys, I'm just done showing you. The rest I'm going to have to do off camera because it's just too much to record. It's a long, drawn out process, but I will tell you what to do. Where's my red glitter? Probably, did I keep it special for myself? Oh, cinnamon sticks. I'm going to add cinnamon sticks. Where's my cinnamon sticks? I'm tired of standing up and moving around. I've been doing it since 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock actually. I started this at 10 and it's almost 4. Cinnamon sticks. Come on now. Cinnamon sticks to open the road, remove all obstacles, blockages, stagnant energy, delays. Open the road, make it clear, remove all obstacles, blockages, stagnant energy from this couple, from this relationship. You guys, I hope you guys can see. I'm gonna be mad if I replay this back and it's all messed up. Okay, so, ow. Let's do some pink glitter. Okay, glitter is offered to the universe and the spirits. So for this, you want to use red and pink. Red is for, removing obstacles, blockages. It's for blockbuster work. Okay. All right. I'm getting tired. So how do I want to do this? I try to stick them to the tray. I don't know with all the oil and glitter and herbs. Let's see. I can't see what the crap I'm about to. You know what? Let me see if I can find my glasses before I catch the house on fire. Okay, I see a little better now. Okay. Let's see if I can light a candle. I like this purple candle also as an offering. It usually takes me all day to do a spell. Usually I go a little bit quicker than this because I don't do all the talking and all the explaining, but it still takes me like all day. And this is just like for one spell. I don't see how people do multiple spells in one day. The most I can do is 2. I can do like something really simple and then do something like this. Let's empower this purple candle. Let's offer him oh. Okay. So I want Hecate's help. Please and thank you, Hecate, please. Remove any non-spirits that was sent to this relationship to hurt them, to cause trouble. I don't think you guys can see, but I have a candle over here. A purple candle. So, I was going to try to stick the charm candles. But with all the oils and herbs, I just don't know. I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to need to use the holders, which I really prefer not to. I prefer for them to stand up on their own. Gotta do what you gotta do. So, you want to place your booster candles kind of close to the master candle. Mother Hecate, I will give you more offerings after this, by the way. So, I'm basically done putting it together, but not even close to actually being done. Okay, I don't know. How do I want to do this? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to end this video soon. I'm going to explain to you what else you need to do. So this is just putting it together. You can't just light it and walk away. I mean, you're not even close to being done. I call in my spirit team. Any of my spirits like to help and assist in this worship Blockbuster Spell. You're welcome to, please and thank you. I call upon, thank you. I call upon my spirit guides, my ancestors. I call upon the spirit guides, angels, and ancestors of the people this spell is for. I call upon my holy guardian angel. I call in Archangel Michael. I'm swinging myself here. I ask that you be the conduit for this working. Please empower this working, guide it, and direct it where it needs to go. Please remove all negativity, maliciousness, evil eye, hexes, curses, jinxes, freezer spells, anything and everything that is badly affecting and influencing this relationship. Please remove that. Please remove vampiric things, parasitic things, siphoning things, tax deals, agreements made, anything that's badly affecting them in any way at all. Please remove it, take it to the light, return it to sender, wherever you feel is best. Thank you and amen. You guys will probably hear my voice. I'm getting very tired. Well, I still have the energy to do this spell. This was just more than what I thought. I always goes out. Let's empower this incense as offering to my spirits. So I'm just lighting my incense over here. I'm going to bring the purple candle a little closer. I don't think you guys can see it. It's fine. Let's empower this incense as offering to my spirits. Alright, my tired self is going to get up now. Okay, so I have some more incense here. I have some okay, here we go. I have Operating Camino incense. This is Open Roads incense. So you want to use incense that corresponds to the spell that you're doing. So I'm about to explain to you what else you need to do, which is going to be mostly the energy work. So incense helps to empower your spell, it helps to move the energy, it also helps bring the energy up to the spirit, up to the universe. So incense does a lot of different things. I bless and empower this incense to open the roads, remove all obstacles, remove all blockages, open the roads, remove all obstacles, remove all blockages, empower this blockbuster relationship spell. So let it be. It's not wanting to light. The cheaper incenses kind of suck. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. I started at 10. And I am actually running out of time. So I have got to get to this. So, before you light the candles, bless it and empower it. I bless and empower this spell to remove all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energies, all delays. Remove anything and everything that's not for the highest good of this relationship. Open this couple's roads, remove the obstacles, remove the blockages. So that this relationship is happy and successful, and so that love spells can successfully manifest on this couple, on this relationship, so they can be happy. This is a relationship blockbuster spell for born and for born. Amen. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost. This is a blockbuster spell. Bless and empower this blockbuster spell to remove all obstacles, all blockages, all delays, all stagnant energy, anything and everything that's not for the highest good of this relationship, anything that's preventing them from being happy and successful. Remove third parties, remove interference, remove influences, remove everything, anything that's causing this relationship to have problems. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost. Amen. I do ask that Hecate, please and thank you that you remove the spirit or spirits that was sent to this relationship. I also ask that Archangel Michael removes all negativity that was placed and sent to this relationship. Remove and break hexes, curses, jinxes, evil, negativity. My ears are popping. Remove any spirits that was sent to this couple, cross them over into light. So whatever I was seeing earlier, Archangel Michael, Hecate, please take care of that, please and thank you. So I do have some incense and a candle here. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Hecate. So you speak your intentions over the spell first. You light the incense, and now you can light it. Well, should I explain this before I light it? Yeah, probably. Okay, listen. I'm about to end this video, but I'm going to explain to you what to do. So you're going to light your candles. All right. This is going to take you a while. So what you do, you're going to sit down, sit in front of your candle. You're going to light it. I'll demonstrate a little bit before I end this video. And you're going to speak your intentions. You're going to visualize, and you're going to push energy. Now this is where Reiki energy comes in handy. Now you're going to need to do this, preferably at least until the candle is halfway down. Preferably until it's done completely. You don't want to just walk away from your spell, from your magic. You want to continue to push that energy. You want to continue to work your spell. You know, at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of shit if you don't do the energy part. How you do the energy part, you speak it, you visualize it, you see it, you feel it, you believe it as if it's already happened. You want to see it as if it's already happened. The universe doesn't know the difference between what has happened and what hasn't happened. So if you see it as if it's already happened, you believe it as if it's already happened, you feel it as if it's already happened, then it's pretty much going to happen. Because look at that shit. I did not realize that. I just laid these two matches down and they were crossing each other. That's a sign of being crossed. So that is a clear sign from spirit that they were crossed. Wow. Take note, guys, of everything in your spell. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even remember now. What was I saying? Okay, yeah. The universe doesn't know the difference between what has happened and what hasn't happened. So if you believe it's already happened, then the universe is going to be like, okay, this has happened. So it's going to like manifest in the physical. It's hard to explain. So you want to light your candles. You want to sit in front of your candle. Now, this is going to be harder to do if you don't know how to do Reiki, but you know, you activate your energy centers, which is in your hands, the palm of your hands. You want to rub your hands together, focus, and speak your intentions. You want to see the energy, like I explained earlier, the energy like your power source. You want to see your power source feeling you. You don't want to use your own energy. Okay, so you know, like with me, I visualize energy coming down from the star, from the universe, down into me, throughout my body, throughout my hands. So through my arms into my hands, then coming out my fingers like tentacles, bright white light energy. This is the energy that is going to, you know, fuel my spell. Because you know, you don't use your own energy. So I connect to the source, the universal source energy, pull that energy through to me, visualize my intentions. So I'm visualizing, so blockbuster. So you want to see like a gate opening. So let's see, visualize a couple holding hands. And they're smiling, they're happy. Visualize them on a road. They're walking, they're holding hands, they're happy, but they come across this giant boulder. That's all the blockages and obstacles. This giant boulder is like blocking their path. So you want to look at that, and you want to hear, feel, and sense. This boulder is all the obstacles and blockages interfering with this relationship. So you want to see things like kind of like grenades. A blockbuster, it does that. It destroys blockages, like, explodes them. So you want to see, like, imagine that you're throwing grenades at the boulder. See the boulder explode. Hear it, see it, feel the earth shaking like there's an earthquake, as if you're really there, okay? As if you're watching the couple, and you and the couple is really there. So, you want to see them walk through the boulder, and once it's been removed, see them being happy, holding hands, like I explained earlier. See red, pink heart, see them get married, whatever you want, whatever they want, you want to visualize them being happy. Really focus on your heart chakra, and then you want to see the energy flowing, the universal power source energy, push that into the spell. Just push it, feel your spell, visualize your intention, speak it. All obstacles are removed from this relationship, all delays are removed from this relationship. They are happy, the road is made clear for this relationship. Now you want to get into it, don't be lazy, get into it. Deeply feel it, deeply see it, hear it, heck, you can even taste it. You want to get all your senses into this, all your power, and you want to push it into the spell. I even like to, do like a little Reiki energy ball, my mouth is getting dry, and see my intentions, feel my intentions into this ball, and push it into the spell. So, this is so much to explain. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to explain this so I can get started. So you want to feel everything burning and pulsating with energy. So feel the master candle pulsating with energy. All the chime candles, the herbs, push all the energy into the ingredients. See it light up with energy and power. See the energy swirling around the cell. See the energy flow down from source and flowing into the candles, going through all the candles, all the ingredients. That gives all the ingredients power. So you're powering your ingredients while focusing on your intention, removing obstacles, blockages from this relationship. Visualize the couple, visualize your intentions. So you're going to be speaking it, you're going to be seeing it, you're going to be pushing it into the cell. Wave your incense around the spell. Speak it. All obstacles is removed from this relationship. All blockages is removed from this relationship. They're happy. They're in love. All third parties is removed from this relationship. So speak it. Wave your incense around it. Push the energy into it. Other ways you can help power your spell is like you can even drum. I like using drums sometimes. I'll sit there and I'll use my drum and I'll just drum while speaking, chanting, visualizing, pushing that energy into the spell. It's like, you ever had to learn how to multitask? I've done this for years, so I know how to do it all at once. I can visualize, I can speak it, see it, feel it. Sometimes I can smell it, and I can do all the energy work. The other energy work with like Reiki, infuse it with Reiki energy, infuse it with universal energy. I can do it all at once, but it will take a neuro practitioner. It's going to take time to do all this, but you're going to have to sit here and do it for a long time. Preferably until it's at least halfway done. You want to do, if you're like just going a spell with a little chime candle, you want to sit there the whole time. So you don't just light it and walk away. Don't just stare at it. Sit there, chant, visualize, push energy into it, feel it, really get your emotion into it, feel the love, feel the happiness that you want them to have, and push it. You gotta push it into the spell. You gotta really like throw it in there. I also, because this is a blockbuster, I like to visualize I'm actually holding a grenade, and I say this grenade destroys all obstacles, destroys all blockages, and I throw it, and I visualize the grenade exploding, and I visualize rocks exploding, because rocks represent blockages and obstacles. And I visualize a couple, walking down a beautiful enchanted path, an enchanted forest, and there's like a door at the end of the path, and the road is made clear, so they're walking but happy. The girl is wearing like a beautiful dress, and the guy's wearing like a handsome suit, and they reach the door, and the door opens for them, and they walk through it, and there's like a rainbow at the other side of the door, which represents happiness and success. So, and you also want to visualize, throw grenades while you're visualizing that. Not real grenades, and energetic grenades. Hear and see, like, rocks exploding around the candle. Even feel it. Like, feel your floor shaking. Feel your altar shaking. You want to do it as if you're there. This is easy for me because, like, I'm a master at energy work. So I go so deep into it, it's like I go to another dimension. It's crazy. But you want to go into it. Now, once you learn how to channel, which you should learn that stuff really before you do this, sometimes, like, I'll start talking, like, things will just start coming out of my mouth. Information from spirit. I'll just start channeling spirit, and they'll, say things through me. So yeah, when you visualize, you don't have to visualize boring stuff. I like to visualize like fairy tale stuff, like, beautiful enchanting forests and castles and, fairy dust. Like, really, it's magic at the end of the day. So, get into it. Have fun with it. See the magic. Feel the magic. You want to visualize mundane things as well, though. So, visualize the real people in the real world, having, happiness, success, getting married, whatever. So I like to do, like, some mundane visualization and, like, some fantasy type visualization. But that's basically it. Again, you want to sit here. You want to push energy, chant, visualize. By the time you're done, you should be sweating. I'm already out of breath just by talking. But you should be tired. You should be sweating. Dancing is very good. I love to dance. I love to blast my music and dance and chant and visualize and just get crazy. Anything else? You also want to, like, visualize your magical power, your witch power. I know that sounds so cheesy, but that's another way you activate your magical power. What I like to do, I like to visualize, like, purple electricity, like lightning. Like, sorry guys, I'm trying to be quick here. This is 2 hours in. So I like to visualize like I'm a lightning bolt, like I'm a purple lightning bolt, basically, and there's electricity flowing through my body, and I can hear it, feel it, and I can feel the static. And it's purple, because purple represents power. It represents power, magical power, your witch power. So I visualize like this purple lightning bolt energy, electricity just flowing throughout my whole body. I'm lit up with it. I feel the static and the power throughout my whole body, especially coming throughout my hands. And I do that before, I light the candles. I knew I was gonna forget something. You don't have to do that, but you wanna, bring your energy to life, or empower your energy, activate your witch power, your magical power. And that's another way you empower your spell, is by visualizing your magical power, your witch power, and you push that into the spell. Like, really feel yourself as powerful. Know that you're powerful. Know that your spell will work. Know nothing can stop in your way. See yourself as this powerful magical practitioner. Who is that lady from Marvel who's really powerful? Is Agatha? I can't remember right now, but kind of visualize yourself as that. Like, it's a really powerful witch with all these powers, and see it, feel it, and use that to help you push the power into your spell. Just make sure you focus really hard on your intentions. When you really want to feel it, guys, don't be lazy. Like I said, you should be sweating and tired when you're done. Just get into it, okay? Get into it. You should feel the energy shifting. Another thing that I like to do, and I'm just giving all my secrets. Another thing I like to do is I like to visualize my spell turning into an arrow. So when it's almost done, I visualize it turning into an arrow, and I see that arrow like launching off up through the house, through earth, into space, through space and time, and then shooting into the target, like hitting the target. So I will visualize it hitting into the couple, into both of the couples. So I like to visualize it entering into their heart, because heart, you know, your heart is like your most important thing. It keeps you alive. So I'm visualizing it turning into an arrow, it launches off and goes through time and space and hits both of the targets and then hits the relationship into their hearts. That's a good way. That's like target practice to make sure that the spell actually hits. But I do that when it's almost done, and then I burn the petition, and you know, I see the petition turning into like an energetic letter with wings, and you know, flies up into space, and then that letter goes to the universe, and then I like to see it explode into fireworks. So then it can manifest from like the universe energy into the physical. Pretty much giving away all my secrets, but you know, that's fine. That is basically it. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm sorry for this long video. I do hope this helps you though. You will find your own way of doing things, but this is basically how you do a spell. It's not as easy as people make it look, as these fake spell casters make it look. There's more to it. It is tiring, it is exhausting. It takes practice, it takes work. But guys, if this video helped you, please like, please subscribe. I worked really hard for these videos. And if it does help, you know, that would make me very happy. I really hope that it helps someone. Sorry if I'm not making sense, I'm out of energy. I'm not out of energy, I'm out of breath, and anyway, I would be extremely grateful if you like and subscribe. If this video helps you, please like at least. But I do hope this video helps somebody. I do hope it benefits somebody. I just want to show you guys how to cast a spell, because most people don't teach energy work. Most people, like, they'll teach you like a recipe, basically, like how to do it, but they won't teach you like the energy, like the really hard part. And you know, there's just so many scammers that are just throwing some shit together and lighting the candle. And you know, that's not how this works. It's not how this works. So I want to show you guys, it's not as easy as it seems. I mean, I started this at 10 and it's now almost 5 o'clock. So I'm not lying when I say it takes me almost a whole day to do this. I will be offering this as a service. Right now, I'm not offering services. I'm trying to figure out where I want to do that. Etsy has really, I used to offer services on Etsy. I hadn't ordered Etsy shop. I still have it, but Etsy has basically shadow banned me because they don't want people selling spells. They hate it. They're really cracking down on like metaphysical shops. So I did open another shop just for doing readings. That shop is Serena Starlight. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to sell my spells. I don't want the hassle of a website. I really don't. I've heard coffee was really good. I may look into that. I heard Shopify was good. If you have any advice or suggestions on like a good platform to sell spells, let me know. I'm really thinking about coffee. I like it, I don't like it, but I've heard a lot of practitioners are going to coffee, and I've heard good things about it. Just let me know. Where would you guys like me to offer services? Would you prefer Shopify, and coffee? I heard Stan was good, but I like Stan a lot, but it's harder for people to find you on there. If you do want a spell done for me, let me know. Preferably on Instagram. I have an Instagram, a Facebook, a TikTok, and on YouTube. You can DM me on Instagram, and we can figure out something until I open up a shop. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to sell spells, because I don't want to risk, you know, getting in trouble with Etsy, because I like Etsy and I want to at least sell readings on there. So I gotta figure out something else for my spells. But anyway, I will be offering this as a service, and all of my spells are like this. So all the services that I offer, they take all day, unless it's something easy like a cord cutting. But my rituals that cost a lot, like, you know, like this is going to be expensive. But that's because it takes a lot of time. Well, I don't need as much ingredients. This is mostly powder, so it won't be as expensive as like a relationship uncrossing. But basically, yeah, that's if you're interested in knowing how I do like your spell. I do them like this. So like I said, unless it's something simpler like a cord cutting. But my rituals that cost a lot, this is why. It takes a lot of time, a lot of ingredients. This is mostly powders though. But anyway, I'm sorry for rambling. I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope I'm not forgetting anything. So yeah, have a great day. Lots of blessings, love and light. And see you guys later.